Hey there, welcome back, and this time we're on question 95. That's what it looks like, so pause the video and write it down in your notebook, alright? And do the question along with me, alright? You do it on your paper while I do it here on the dry erase board. So I'm not going to write the question out here. I'm going to assume you've already written it down in your book and you're following me along there. So it says, how many integer values of n will the expression n minus 10 over 14 minus n have a positive value? For how many integer values of n will the expression n minus 10 over 14 minus n have a positive value? So let's write down the words that matter. How many, right? That's one of them, right? For how many, right? Values of n. And most importantly, well, not most importantly, but definitely up there, is that the value can't be any value. It has to be a positive value. Right? So what does the expression look like? The expression looks like this. N minus 10. And then beneath that, 14 minus n. Bam, right? Can you see that? Good. So they want to know how many numbers can you plug into this expression here that will give you as an answer an integer. Alright, so you can't get as an answer like 2.5 or 3 1/3. Those kind of answers don't count because they're not integers. They have to be whole numbers, okay? And not just whole numbers, but look. Alright, so positive whole numbers. Alright, so let's take a look again here. And what we have to do basically is get this top part, n minus 10. And what does it say? It says it has to be greater than what? Well, we said it has to be a whole number, and we said that it has to be a positive, so it has to be any number greater than 0. So just get that part, that top part there, and set it up like this. And then just solve. You know how to solve this. You go like this. Alright? And that leaves us with n is greater than 10. So that's what it looks like on one part. Well, let me leave that, right? Take a look. And then we need to rewrite that bottom part. This one here, the denominator. Again, and this time again, set it to be greater than 0. Alright, so we'll do that here. 14, take away n, whatever comes out of that must be greater than 0. And why are we doing it like this? Greater than 0, greater than 0. Again, because it says there, for how many values of n will the expression, this expression here, have a positive value? That's why we're doing greater than 0, because every number greater than 0 has a positive value, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to infinite, and infinity, right? Same thing here. That's why we set it as we set, in this case, the numerator, and take away 10 is greater than 0, because we want numbers greater than 0. That's what we're searching for. And then we got the denominator, 14, take away n, we put it here, and we set it this time, 14, take away n is greater than 0. And let's do the math again. This one's a bit more complicated, but it's, all of this is, we're familiar with all this, except that this time it looks like this. Right, then what do we do? You know what to do. You divide by -1, right? And that gives us n. But this changes because when you divide by negative, it changes, right? So it goes like that. It flips directions. Remember that rule? And then here you divide by -1, and you get plain old 14, right? Bam. So that's what we have. And then we just combine those statements. So what do they look like when they're combined? They look like this: 14. I'm sorry, right? And then we go like this, and then we go like this, and we go like that. Bam. See? That right there is right here. And that right there is right here. So the whole thing's there, right? Bam. So you put n in between. So tell me, what does it mean? They're asking us what? For how many integers? Well, for how many numbers are between 10 and 14, not including 10 and 14? How many numbers? Well, think of them. Just, it's 11, 12, and 13, right? You can't include 10, and you can't include 14. So how many numbers are in between 10 and 14? 3 numbers: 11, 12, 13. So we go back to our choices, and right there, C, 3. All right. So the answer again is C. And we box our final answer. All right. So that satisfies that. The key again is to get the expression they give us and to set each part of the expression, the numerator and the denominator separately, to set them both to be greater than 0, because what we want are positive values. And all numbers greater than 0 are positive values, and that's why we decided to set it to 0. Got it? And there we have another example. This one's a little more complicated because it invokes that rule about if you divide something by, if you divide the variable by a negative number, you have to switch around the sign. See, it went from being greater than to less than. And then you just combine it. And that gives us the answer. 3 integers, right? 11, 12, and 13. Those are the ones that, if possible, you plug in there, satisfy things, alright? Got it, man. Alright, until next time.